Hello, hello. Okay, so today I want to walk you through Twitter analytics. So, right now, I've been doing a lot of research on our clients and for us personally, my account, on what really works best on Twitter. And what I've seen is that it's very basic, like what we've gotten so far on, hey, how do you post on Twitter? It's pretty basic. So, and we can go into more videos about each one of these, but typically, you have your characters that you need to stay within range of. If it's 280. If you do hashtags, do one or two, don't do a ton. And basically that's all we get. There, you can also go into Twitter spaces and introduce yourself. You can start tagging other people. But really, like, there's really no direction on what type of post you should create, what's working better. So I'm walking you through this kind of just to let you see what has been working in real time for us. So let me share my screen and go over to my Twitter analytics. One second, I'm just trying to find the tab that I need to be in. Okay, so right now you should see my Twitter on my screen. So on the left-hand side where you see the little the tweet icon, scroll down to more, and then you're going to go to analytics, which is basically in the middle of this drop down. And once you click on that, it's going to take you over to your Twitter analytics, which is so helpful. And my guess is that not a lot of people are really honing in on this. And why, instead of just giving you the basics here, I think it's so important right now, because this landscape is always changing, is just to kind of read it for yourself, and see what's working right now. And this really goes for any channel, really, because I can tell you that there are definitely best practices, but getting into the nitty-gritty of specifics of what you should talk about, what kind of posts you should do, it changes per person, it changes per account, it changes per industry. So I'm just going to give you the lowdown on basically how to do it yourself. Okay, so this is my 28-day summary. You can see, me personally, my tweets have increased. So obviously a lot of other things are going to increase. What I think is cool is that I increased my tweets by about 40%, not quite. However, the rest of the stuff has been, besides profile visits, has been way above 40%. Which has been pretty cool, to see that, the more quality tweets you do, it's not going to be linear. It's, there's a good chance that you will just skyrocket with your engagement, which is obviously what you want, especially when building a community. So you can see the tweets, number of tweets, the tweet impressions. That's how many people have actually seen your tweets. They may not have liked it, they may not have commented, but they saw it, and they saw you, and they saw your message. So it's always going back to, people are watching way more than you think. So 71,000 people have seen me, have seen my brand in the past 28 days. And actually, I shouldn't say people, because I think that, different people could see, or the same person could see different posts, but you get the gist, is that my brand has been seen 71,000 times. It goes back to the general marketing of, hey, you need 7 to 12 touch points before people start interacting with you, start purchasing, start, reaching out, becoming leads. So you always want to make sure that your impressions are increasing as your followers increase, and as your tweets increase, your impressions should be increasing. Same with the profile visits. That could be coming from me being in Twitter spaces, people kind of seeing who I am, somebody mentioning me in a post and going over to my profile, and then mentions too. So that's really exciting, because the more mentions you get, obviously, the farther your reach is, and the farther your impressions can go with just you as your brand, because now you're going past the hashtags, which, I mean, may or may not work. I don't think that's the most important thing at all with Twitter. But you're going into other people's networks, and you're going to other people's followers, which is really cool. And you're doing it organically and authentically. Okay, so down here you can see the top tweets, your top mentions, obviously like a snapshot of the month, which is so cool. top follower, I mean, you don't really need to really do that here. And top media tweet. So like the earned impressions are pretty high there. So media just means that I've used something. I've used a video, I've used an image. So then you can see January, where I started, what my big things were, things like that. Oh, and then there's also December. It goes all the way down. Okay, so you can see that all here. I do want to focus mostly on this up here though, and then I want you to go to view all tweet activity. This is where it's going to get really cool because you can see, the days that you had really great success. And I wouldn't just take this as like, oh, I posted on a Saturday and all my Saturdays are up. Like, that's why it's good. It's going to be more about your content. So I want you to take a look at all of your tweets and you can see the impressions, which again, how many times users have seen the tweet. It says right there, I'm just reading it. Engagements, that includes clicks anywhere, retweets, replies, follows, likes, and the engagement rate. So the engagement rate is just basically engagements divided by impressions. So I've had how many people are seeing it, how many people are interacting with it. So obviously you want some good engagement rate there because the more engagement, the better, right? Okay, so I'm going to actually switch it over to top tweets. And it just it aligns it by impressions. It automatically goes to impressions. And we're going to kind of break it down from here. And this is just what I do on a regular basis is, right now, what's doing the best for me is really prompting people to reply. I think that is going to be one of your biggest moves is getting people to reply. And I think I've heard that from somewhere else too, is that you want people not just to like or even retweet, but you want people to comment. You want that thread going in your tweets. So what can you do? What questions can you ask to really get those? It could be anything that is, and I'm just going to give you the breakdown now, is basically from what I've seen is that what people are loving with me is when I do more behind the scenes, when I showcase myself. So a lot of my pictures, a lot of my videos do really well, and they're all about the personal side, my personal life, and they're all really relevant. So that's another thing too. And they're relevant and engaging. So the engaging ones is asking a question. It can be, to tag people. It can be, let's start this, tea versus coffee. Like, what are you a fan of? Like anything that gets people riled up. Maybe it is a poll on like SoulSea versus OpenSea. You get the gist. Again, you can see right here, this was for one of my personal ones. Again, personal means really celebrating and thanking everyone. And also being relevant. So this is important too, because a lot of things that have done really well for me is tweets that have been relevant to the times, like what's going on right now. And then like there was one where I wrote about basically like, hey, pray for Ukraine, but also make sure that you are really protecting your energy. So that one did really well. That was just really good timing. And it kind of, it made people feel, but it also made, also made sense because it was with that timing. That's obviously something big. It does not need to be that big. It should also be relevant to your target audience. That is huge. So I could go after people and I could talk, about marketing, make a poll about marketing. I could quote marketing, and I do get a lot of likes for that. However, what really gets my likes is when I tap into the emotions of my target audience. So for example, my target audience is NFT artists. So I put, hey, I would love to know, what does art mean to you? And then I kind of go into talking about what art means to me. And I think that's relevant for the space, but also more importantly, relevant for my target audience. So just being mindful of that, like how can you not just give advice, but how can you tap into the emotions of your target? Again, another relevant tweet was when spaces, when some people got the hearts. I talked about that because I didn't have the hearts yet. So that's what's doing really well. The breakdown of of the content type that's really happening and what's doing well on Twitter for me. I would love to know what's happening for you too. I have insight into me, I have insight into my audience, but would love to know. I would love and urge you guys to go into your own Twitter analytics and see what your takeaways are. If you need help reading your analytics, more than happy to help you as well. Oh, another thing too is that, hold on, there was something that was low engagement. That was low engagement, low, not engagement, but low engagement rate. So my guess is that this got pushed to a lot of Super Bowl commercial people who are looking, or, you know, maybe audience, but they didn't really resonate with it. So that would be one. Or where is it? It was about the portal, this. So this got pretty low engagement too. And I think it was just, you know, I used the hashtag and it was something that was relevant during the times. So it got pushed out, but really, I don't think that it really totally hit home with most of my followers, just because it is very niche and based on this portal. So it is well talked about, so it got pushed out. But for me personally, my followers didn't really, really feel connected with it. Or it could have been that it got pushed to this portal, this, you know, this hashtag, and just the people didn't know me very well. So I hope that helps to give you kind of some insight on how to break this down yourself and what I've seen working the past few months on Twitter. All right, let me know if you have any questions.